Welcome to Umineko no Nako Koro ni, episode 2, in which there is a very interesting background of the start screen right there. So, where we last left off, I was able to finish up the read of the Tea Party of the. Well, it said question mark, but it said unhuman. But I'm assuming it's just, the witch's tea party of the story. And, it's been like so long since I've recorded Umineko because my procrastination is either my Grand Blue Fantasy moment in which participating in Guild War and whatnot, but I'm back. Technically, I did still have some bit of refresh on my. Had to jog my mind here and there, but after looking back on the comment section, the feedback, I'm just gonna play the same theme. I don't know why I would do that, but yes, episode 2 has been unlocked, and I don't know. I don't want to do that. Which is why we gotta do episode 2. Turn of the Golden Witch. Is that like the translation thing? Good morning. The Golden Witch has been waiting impatiently for you. Please take your seat opposite her at the table. Have you rested well and deliberated over how you will play? The witch has high expectations of you and is determined to come at you right from the opening. I too am looking forward to observing your moves. The difficulty level is first rate. The witch plans to make you surrender in an instant. Wait, so this is standard difficulty and this is first rate. Is this one of those? Is first rate of difficulty means that I had to like jog my memory and like find some theories or like analyze or some shit? But here's what I think when it comes to the second episode. Like, is it gonna like cycle and gonna be the same thing to where like it's gonna follow the epitaph, but are the deaths gonna be different? That's the thing. So it's like it doesn't have to be like the same order, but it can be like whoever gets set, whichever random gets sacrificed, And I don't know. I really don't know how that'll turn out. Maybe there will be some new characters introduced here on and so forth. Uh, I don't know, man. But let's see. As I'm gonna go and sip my coffee while at it. All right. This story is undoubtedly nothing more than fantasy. It could not possibly have any relation to real persons, organizations, places, or events, as expected.
ほら、ジョージ様、見てください。
Now, see here, I thought this is going to be the thing where they're at the train. I mean, not train. Where the Ushiromiya part of the family are at the airport or some stuff like that. But this right here is the background of the start screen. Surely it's like this. Like there's some fishes right here, and there is a stingray, in which I already mentioned from the previous episode. It has a face on it. It looks like a sad face. So I don't know why this stingray is sad. Maybe it's some sort of hint saying that there's something bad happening going on later. But that's the point of the game, right? There's going to be something bad going to happen, and then I have to solve some shit. But Shannon is first in the dialogue. George-sama, please look.
かわいいですよ。ほらほら。
So is both George and Shannon are like at the beach or something? Oh wait, what? They're at the aquarium. Shannon found a pair of hammerhead sharks swimming playfully in the tank, and looked as excited as a grade schooler seeing an aquarium for the first time. Wait a minute. So how did we went from Ushiromiya family at the mansion part to like Shannon and George like they're having a date at the what this place is sort of like a sea world of some sort? Is this like what the afterlife is like, or is this some sort of like imagination going on? Shannon found a pair of hammerhead sharks swimming playfully in the tank and looked excited as a grade school seeing an aquarium for the first time. I already noticed that.
本当に可愛いね。
Oh, he's not wearing a suit anymore, but he's wearing like some sort of a dress shirt with the street clothes.
食べちゃいたいくらいだよ。
Hey man, if the sharks may be close to extinct, but you know, can never go wrong with seafood.
そんなのかわいそうです。
Why do you say so? Sharks eat people.
知ってますか？水族館に来て美味しそうなんて言い出すのは世界中でも日本人だけなんだそうですよ。
Doesn't really surprise me because whenever I think of going to an aquarium or something like that, if I go to like some sort of like a sushi place, I'd be, hey, I could go for a salmon roll. I'm gonna tell you right now, salmon rolls are the shit, my man. Whichever, like a salmon is just more, you know, savory compared to like tuna, but I could be wrong. People have their preferences.
そうなんだ。アメリカ人でもイタリア人でも人を食べちゃいたいって言うと思うよ。
I'm sure even Americans in town as well. Is that even said in the translation? I don't know, man. Not everyone is into sashimi or sushi of the sort.
その
似合ってるよ、その服。本当に。
Shannon clutched at her chest with both hands in embarrassment. She apparently felt like she was being made fun of for wearing these clothes she wasn't used to. Though George's face didn't show it, he'd actually said something so completely unexpected that it surprised even him. And he was as embarrassed as Shannon on the inside. However, when he saw how embarrassed Shannon was, he started to imagine he was teasing a girl he liked. And instead of embarrassment, a ticklish amusement welled up in him. This is like one of those generic rom-coms you would see in anime and manga most of the time. Excuse me, ticklish amusement welled up in him. No, he wasn't just imagining it. He really was teasing the girl he liked. Before now, he wouldn't have expected to hear a line like that anywhere these days. Not even in a manga or something. Oh, really? In fact, if he'd seen another couple acting like this, his first instinct would be to start throwing rocks at them. Now, this is what we call jealousy. Throwing rocks. But even if someone were to start throwing rocks at us now, I'm sure they'd be no different than confetti, celebrating our relationship. Now, I can't even remember those lonely days. So, wait. So which country and where exactly that they have this thing where they just throw rocks at a couple? Like, I don't recall being educated in some, and again, I don't know shit about romance. I didn't know romance is dumb. Now, I can't remember those lonely days, when I felt jealous of couples who were completely oblivious to their surroundings. To use an old-fashioned phrase, these really are rose-colored days I'm living in. I'm so entranced that I barely notice that massive tank in the world's largest aquarium anymore. Instead, all I see are the expressions flitting across Shannon's face as she plays with the fish.
すごいですね。クジラを泳がせることができる大水槽なんて初めて見ました。
I mean, it doesn't surprise me. You've been working at the mansion for too long, and you need a break. That's the thing I mentioned in the first episode. Like, how is she not? When is she ever gonna fucking retire from these sort of whacked up families she had to work for?
この大水槽がここの最大の売りだそうだからね。
Does it mention any of the characters? Oh. Huh. That's weird. So it updated, but so it's only Shannon and then there's George. Ushiramiya George. So the descriptions are the same, apparently. It's just, you know, both have their sprites with like different clothes. Heard this tank is the biggest selling point.
なんでも世界で最大なんだそうだよ。
そうなんですか。それはすごいですね。本当に素敵です。水槽じゃなくて、まるで海の一部をナイフでスッと切り取ってここに運んできたみたい。
That, if only it works like that. You just carve up the part of the sea and then put it right into the freaking in this water, this aquarium tank. If only it works like that, but I guess not. We have to do this the hard way.
そうだね。これはもう立派な小さな海だね。
Yeah, you gotta use your imagination. Despite its size, I hadn't thought of the tank as anything more than a tank. That's why I found her metaphor so interesting. No matter how far humans broaden their experiences, they always end up viewing the world through the lens of their own values. Maybe that's why it's so interesting to interact with people who have different worldviews. Maybe that's what that silence like another way of like, let's experience other people's different opinions. I voiced my thoughts on this. She responded.
確かに、これは本当の海ではないかもしれません。でも、ここに泳ぐ彼らが海だと信じたなら、これは確かに海なんです。
Yeah, all these fishes have to use their imagination. That's.
たとえ有限の水槽の中だったとしてもね。
海だって有限ですよ。仮に無限だったとしても、私たちは生きているうちにどれほどの広さを行き来できるんでしょうね。きっとそれは海よりずっと狭い。
確かに皮肉な話だね。世界はこんなにも広いのに、僕たち人間のほとんどは自分の国からも出ずに生涯を終える。
そこが完成された世界だと信じられるなら、たとえ狭い井戸の底だったって立派な世界で海なんです。
Well, don't see anything wrong with having to like explore and whatnot.
そこに住むカエルにとっては。
Shannon, who spent her days as a servant on a small island 10 kilometers in circumference called Rokinjima, said that with a smile. Ride on. Turn of the Golden Witch, in which this is the title, of course. So, oh, it's gonna give me copyright again, damn it. Ah man, how am I supposed to plan this out? All the if the deaths are going to be different, and then you know that's what I think. It's like it's going to be like the same thing as first episode, but the deaths are going to be different, and maybe I don't know. Maybe there'll be some different sort of interaction I can probably mess around. Cause that's the thing though. Like I would listen to the comment, and I would just like goof around and whatnot. Yeah, there's the cast of the sort. Same characters I pretty much already know. Oh look, Beatrice. Yes, because you know Beatrice has already been introduced. Why the hell not? Oh, this is a pretty good title that I could snag. Use it as a thumbnail. I mean, it's a good title. I mean, I love the background visuals right there. Make it a little peaceful. I don't see why not. The hell is this? Is this like a cafe? After we finished walking through the whole aquarium, we had a small late afternoon lunch at a restaurant with a nice view. The word buffet has the power to make any boy's heart leap. Oh boy, I do love buffets. Especially all you can eat buffet, in which you can either pay like $10 or $20. Any boy's heart leap. I was like that myself once. But with Shannon beside me, this buffet felt different. I couldn't shamefully pile on only the things I liked. I was, how should I put it, worried about my appearance and choose a menu suited for a snob. For a snob. I don't know how you would, I don't know what you would order at a time like this, but okay. It's not like you want to toast, salad, and coffee. Yeah, definitely rich people meals. Holy shit. That doesn't sound like a pretty healthy diet to me, in my opinion. You gotta like switch it out a bit. I'm sorry. Oh my god. I don't know how rich people eat. I'm just a fucking idiotic human being. If I had been by myself, I would have made a pile of oily stuff like yakisoba, mashed potatoes, gratin or gratin, and so on. Hey man, yakisoba is pretty good. I don't see nothing wrong with that.
シャノンはそんな程度でお腹が足りるのかい？だとしたら、男ってのは本当に燃費の悪い生き物らしいね。
I mean, if that's how people eat, then that's how people eat. Like they can't just judge me for like how I eat, you know. Like people get upset at me when I like enjoy like Hawaiian pizza or whatnot. I'm pretty sure people will unsubscribe with that, but sure. Maybe I am an animal.
別にそういうつもりじゃなくて。
On Shannon's tray, there was only tea and salad. Maybe the mere fact that I thought she was a whole plate short proved I was thinking with a man's stomach. Tea and salad? Are you serious? Man, y'all got some fucking simple ass meals. Food I was thinking with a man's stomach.
ジョージ様こそそれで足りるんですか？男の方はもう少し召し上がった方が良いかと思います。普段のジョージ様だったらもう少しお昼を召し上がられていると思いますよ。
しまった、そうか。シャノンには僕が本家で昼食をとるときどれくらい食べてるのかバレてるんだったね。
はい。 だから今日はお腹の具合でも悪いのかと思いまして。
I'm pretty sure I've eaten a lot more than normally, like during like lunch and dinner. But I never have like anything up, like cause me an upset stomach lately, unless you have an unlucky day with food poisoning and whatnot. Shannon was kind enough to guess that I wasn't feeling well. Looks like my stupid attempt to show off made her worried, and apparently my stomach wasn't going to let me show off any longer.
いやもう白状するよ。ついついカッコつけちゃってね。
You're trying to look cool by having to diet? Is that what way to be cool?
女の子と一緒だからって遠慮しちゃって。
What the fuck? Yeah, having to diet. That's pretty cool.
だと思いました。親族会議でのお昼の食べっぷりから考えて、それではとても足りないと思いましたので。遠慮なさらずに、どうぞもう一皿を取りに行ってきてくださいな。
ずるいな。僕ばっかり恥ずかしいよ。じゃあシャノンはどうなんだい？普段からこんな小食で後宮家のお勤めがこなせるのかい？
No words. It's like hesitating to even speak. Shannon felt silent and blushed bright red. Blushed bright red. Apparently I wasn't the only one showing off. When I realized that, my embarrassment disappeared completely.
なんだ、シャノンもそれじゃあ足りないんじゃないか。そうだよそうだよ。普段のランチならもう少し量が多いものをペロリと平らげてたよ。
So how did these two manage to go on the date? Did these two decide to like sneak out just like that, or was George able to like ask permission beforehand? Because there's two things. I highly doubt, like any of the relatives on like would even like say like a simple yes to this, or is this just some sort of some positive fantasy on either of the two perspectives?
女の子のお腹は魔法でできてるから、これでも平気なんです。
Yeah, imagine having a stomach that is made of a black hole. You'd be eating endlessly.
ということは、僕たちは互いに見えっ張りだったってことになるね。もう遠慮はなしにしないかい？
I smiled to show that I wouldn't make fun of her anymore and rose from my seat.
せっかく沖縄まで来たのにゴーヤを食べないのはもったいないからね。ゴーヤの炒め物でも持ってくるよ。
Fried bitter melon. I don't think I ever tried that before, but eventually maybe.
シャノンも一緒に行こうよ。ほらほら。
To anyone watching us, we might seem like an incredibly charming and embarrassing couple. But it's only after becoming a couple that you realize, to us, this exchange of words is everything, our entire world. That's why no matter how much everyone else stares at us with blank expressions, we never notice. Indeed, at this age, I finally understand the feelings of couples who want to endlessly flirt without any regard for their surroundings. I'm pretty sure. See, when you look at like dialogue like this, where it says everyone else stares at them with a blank expression, they don't like seeing like. I feel like they get uncomfortable when they're out in public to see like a couple like being all in which they attempt to have be lovey-dovey or some shit like that. So I don't know. I don't know the whatchamacallit, the foreign manners of the sort, without any regard with their surroundings. After I returned with a plate piled up with fried food, Shannon arrived with a pretty cake. Why not both? While laughing at our fake stoicism, we resumed our lunch. So I either want a background like this or I want a little title like this. But that's what I basically want to keep, the sort. We resumed our lunch.
せっかく海を一望できる展望レストランなのに、あいにくの曇天が悔やまれるね。
Well, it's better than having shitty weather. Imagine as having a bit of a storm outside while looking at the view. I think I probably went to a restaurant that has a similar like design of it that has a view at the area, but it's been so long. Like as of now, I don't really just travel as much anymore. Luckily, our window seats gave us a view of seaside scenery so grandiose that it extended even beyond our field of vision. However, because of the cloudy sky, we were only seeing a fraction of its usual beauty.
そうですね。晴れていたらさぞや真っ青な海を見せてくれたでしょうに。
そうだね。普段六軒島で海を見慣れてると思うけど、ここの海はきっと格別な青さを見せてくれたはずだよ。残念だな。
あ、でもお仕事の最中に見る海はどんなに青くても灰色と同じです。
Why gray? I mean, doesn't even matter.
でも今日はお仕事中じゃないから、その。
That is surprising. I never freaking the mansion in Rokkenjima. I never. That's a bit rare, giving Shannon a fucking day off. I thought they always make the servants work like, you know, every day of the sort. Well, I don't know how their work routine works, so I didn't even like. I don't remember how it turns out for from episode 1. Yeah. Apparently, Shannon was doing her best to say an embarrassing line, but I didn't let her get off easy.
惜しいな。ジョージ様と二人きりで見る海なら、たとえ灰色でも真っ青に見えます。って言えたら100点満点でご褒美だったんだけどな。
すみません。
ご褒美は何だったか聞きたい？
聞いてもいいものでしたら。
ダメ。 教えない。
ずるいですよ、そんなの。
When I was in elementary school, I was always the kid who got bullied. Why? Because you're like the nerd of the sort? When everyone teased me, I grew nervous and speechless to the delight of the bullies. Back then, I wondered why everyone teased me. But now, teasing Shannon like this, I understand why. This is so much fun. I can play with her emotions however I please, and I can have them all to myself. George asserting dominance? Right now, I can't think of any greater pleasure. That's why I have to go easy on her. It's not as though I want to make her feel embarrassed and upset. So I decided to be nice and change the subject. Best not to be too obstinate.
お昼が終わったら海岸を歩いてみないかい？ひょっとすると雲が晴れて素敵な海が見られるかもしれないよ。
そうですね。行ってみたいです。
うん、そうしよう。でもそのケーキも本当に美味しそうだね。僕も同じものを持ってこようかな。
It doesn't really tell me what kind of cake specifically. It just says it's just some ordinary cake.
いけません。
You mustn't. She says no.
お昼にそんなに食べた上にケーキまで食べたら太っちゃいますよ。
Shannon acting like the mom.
ジョージ様は秀吉様の血が濃いみたいですから気をつけないとおデブさんになっちゃいます。
Hideyoshi-sama's blood is pretty thick in you. So you're telling George that you're gonna end up chubby like his dad? Oh man. This is what happens when you have the desire for sweets.
じゃあシャノンは僕がおデブになったら嫌いになっちゃう？僕はたとえシャノンがおデブになっちゃっても嫌いにならないよ。
Oh my lord. You just do it right back at her.
そういう意味じゃなくて、ちゃんと体を気遣わないと健康にって。
You know, the voice familiarity, because the VA for Shannon is the same one that did, she did like several roles, like characters that have a tsundere personality. She also did Kagura. I'm pretty sure that's her name, that from the Gintama of the sword. A lot of roles. Oh, and the lizard, I think his name Vern from Grand Blue Fantasy as well. Although I guess I have to fucking gotta fact check this. Yeah, I was right. Okay, so I'm not gonna be called stupid. It'll be bad for your health.
母さんにもよく注意されるよ。
Oh my god. I feel the exact same thing.
やっぱり僕も太極拳とかを始めて運動しないとダメかな。
George is gonna... Yeah, George, that's what you should do. That's what you should do. Be like Eva. Like, take up some martial arts as a sort of exercise.
ダイエットは無茶な運動よりも食生活の見直しから始めた方がいいんですよ。その上で運動を重ねないと 効果が出ないんだそうです。
Yeah, like cut off what foods are bad for you, and then rather than it's like, oh, you shouldn't. That's the thing. Like, you shouldn't like overeat while you're trying, because that's not real. Oh man, there's a lot of heated arguments when it comes to topics like this, huh? It's like, oh, like oh, that's not how dieting works, you know.
つまりそれはデザートのケーキは控えろってことだね。
That's what you do. Just cut off one thing that is gives you.
じゃあ仕方ないから、シャノンがそのケーキを頬張るところを眺めていてあげるよ。
その、
No words.
ケーキ丸々一つはさすがに食べ過ぎだと思いますけど、半分くらいだったら大丈夫かもしれません。
I thought you took a slice of cake.
これ本当に美味しいんですよ。
I don't know why you said whole cake. Just Shannon cut her own cake and tried to remove half to my dessert plate. I had no doubt that she wanted to share the delicious cake's flavor with me. Well, you know what they say, sharing is caring, I guess. However, I meanly pulled my plate away from her. She blinked in surprise. She couldn't seem to figure out if I was refusing the cake or not. So I winked, opened my mouth, and said, ah.
それが一番したかったんですね。もう、ジョージ様は甘えん坊です。
Oh my lord.
はい、
With a partially embarrassed, partially exasperated face, Shannon offered the cake to me with a fork. Chomp. It tasted like a cheap chocolate cake you might find anywhere, and yet it was exceptional. Because eating cake in such an embarrassing way, as if we were a couple of perfect fools, had been my dream for many years. It made this cake's flavor heavenly. So you mean to tell me cake tastes better when you're getting fed that way, rather than instead of eating it by itself, or you? Wow. Now that is such a mindset that I didn't know. Made this cake's flavor heavenly. If the Earth is destined to end, I wouldn't have any regrets if it happened right now. It would. Oh, you just wait. That's a bit of a. I mean, it's a bit of a foreshadow if you think about it, right? Like, oh, come on now. it's kind of interesting how you say it. The Earth is destined to end. I'm pretty sure it is foreshadowing right there. It's such a moment of bliss. Well, they're at the beach. After that, we gathered shells, ran from waves, and enjoyed each other's company while walking along the beach. In the end, the clouds never parted. However, we both believed that the sea reflected in our eyes was a deep blue.
なんだか幸せすぎて怖くなります。
たまに言うね。何を怖がることがあるんだい？
私、後ろ宮家にお仕えする使用人です。
According to the first episode, that is true.
そんな私が後ろ宮家に連なる方とこうしてご一緒してるなんて、その過ぎたことのように思えて。
僕もびっくりしてるよ。シャノンちゃんと出会ったのは昨日今日のことじゃない。何年も前から面識もある。
No, how did this come to this? How did that come to this conclusion? Known each other for years? Oh wait. All right, I'm stupid. I forgot the the time at the Ushiramiya family. But are they saying each other for years because they both were at like the Ushiramiya family mansion, or is it just like after like you know?
でも年に何度もない親族の会合の席で挨拶をするだけ。
Like what he said for we known each other for years now had me confused. Because the way you say it, it sounds like they were in a relationship for quite a while.
そんな君とこうして一緒に過ごせる関係になるなんて全然想像できなかったよ。それはシャノンもでしょ。
私は
ん？
Now here's the thing I wonder, does has the dating part of this beginning session like took place before George gave her the engagement ring or after? Because although I feel like they were revived and it's like but that's the thing.
想像だけはしてました。
What if they just revived completely and George and Shannon completely forgot about this whole engagement ring thing and just make it sound like, oh, let's just go on a date instead.
いえ、想像というよりは妄想みたいなもので、いつも紳士的で思いやりのあるジョージ様とご縁があったらなって妄想してただけで。
じゃあ僕たちの縁は君のその信じた心のおかげだね。思う力には魔法が宿るんだよ。だからその魔法がきっと僕らを巡り合わせてくれた。
そうですね。多分きっとそれは本当に魔法だったんだと思います。
でもね、そんなことはないんだよ。
Magic bro. Wait, what? What, you think this is a fucking miracle? Or does I don't know.
僕の中でも毎年出会うたびに美しく見違えていった君の存在はとても大きくなっていた。そして君にとっての僕も同じものだとしたなら、今日ここに僕らがあることは必然の結果であって魔法や奇跡なんかじゃないのさ。
奇 跡はあったんです。
Magic, miracle, I'm pretty sure I said the same thing, so I must have messed up there.
ジョージ様、
She stopped walking down the beach, gazing out beyond the sea.
奇跡？
魔法
You think it's
あ
magic?
ったんです。
You think it's magic, or is it just destined to happen? I feel like this is destiny to me, for those two. I was bewildered by that slightly mysterious phrase, which I sometimes heard her use.
魔法が？
はい、魔法です。言っても信じてくれないでしょうから言いません。でも確かにその魔法には私とジョージ様を巡り合わせてくれる奇跡を叶える力がありました。
それは何かのおまじないのこと？
そうですね。
Alright, I think this is a good time to end it from here. Normally I end it around 50 minutes, but you know, around 45 minutes massage is good enough to me. So, I'll just end it from here. So, like, comment, subscribe, you know, find out more. Have a good one.